Oh, hi everyone. Today we're going to learn how to play Ticket to Ride. It's one of my favorite games. Welcome to this interactive tutorial. You can push Geraldine's help button at any time to read the detailed rules of the game. That's Geraldine right here. In Ticket to Ride, your goal is to score the most points by playing train cards from your hand to claim routes on the map, and using those routes to connect to cities listed on your tickets. So at the start of the game, you get 3 tickets. You have to choose at least 2 of them. You can keep all 3 if you want to be risky. We'll keep all 3 for the tutorial, even though they're really spread out. Now let's play our first turn. Look at the map. We're going to help claim your first route and complete the ticket highlighted in blue. Okay, so it's going to want me to focus on this route here. Although I would probably go Dallas to Houston to New Orleans and up to Atlanta, or maybe even hit Miami. Try to connect all my routes together if this were a real game. But we'll see what the tutorial wants us to do. It wants us to place a black one right here. Okay, come on. You just claimed a gray route. These routes can be claimed using any set of cards of a single color, provided you have at least that many cards of that color as number of spaces on the route. It's pretty self-explanatory. If I want to connect Houston to New Orleans down here, I need 2 of the same color. Doesn't matter what color they are, but I need 2 of the same color. If I want to connect El Paso to Houston, I need 6 greens, and they can only be greens or wilds. You can see the locomotives on the right here are wilds. Do the same again for the other routes on your ticket. If you fail to connect the ticket, you lose points instead of gaining them. So there's a nice push your luck aspect to Ticket to Ride on the ticket system, which I really like. And you can highlight different tickets. So we're probably going to lose 20 in this tutorial because I don't think we're going to get to Vancouver. But we can do Boston to Miami, no problem. And we can do Dallas to New York, no problem. So we need to go from Boston to Miami, so we need some reds. So I'm going to grab a red card. And now it wants us to pick the white card. I'm going to claim this one. That's cool. So you can deviate from the tutorial, and it's smart enough to change and adapt, which is awesome. It still wants me to go for white. And I don't need any more reds. I might need that yellow, so I'm going to grab it to get my New Orleans to Atlanta route. Your opponent is located here. Oh, Marge is playing. Playing against Marge. Got 42 trains left. My opponent has 42 trains left. Now I'll drop the white. Now it still wants us to play those white cards. Okay, you win, tutorial. We'll do what you say. As you may have figured out by now, each turn you can either draw 2 cards or claim a route. You can also grab new tickets. There are 3 things you can do on your turn. You can pick up train cards, you can play train cards to complete a route, or claim a route, or you can draw new tickets. I'm actually going to ignore what the tutorial is suggesting and try to get this 4 yellow here. And just to speed it up, we'll grab a wild to do that. You picked up a locomotive card. It acts as a wild. You can use it to replace any card of a color. If you pick a locomotive card face up during your draw, it can be the only card you pick up. So as you saw, I did not get an extra card to draw. Usually you get 2 if you grab the locomotive that's visible to everyone, you only get one. If you draw a locomotive off the deck secretly, you still get your turn as normal. So yep, it wants me to do this, which is what I was planning on doing. I love that it adapts. That's awesome. So now it wants me to build upwards to St. Louis and then down to Dallas. So we'll go ahead and do that. No, I'm going to keep the red so I can go to Miami. I think that makes more sense. So we'll use our whites to go down here. Or maybe some purples as well. Yes, that's what I want to do. So we completed our Dallas to New York route, and we got 11 points that will be tallied at the end of the game. It's a secret though, so no one knows we've completed that route. We're going to try to get more reds to go New Orleans to Miami. And I don't see any on the board, and I don't really want to take a risk in drawing, so I'm just going to grab the wild. And since Marge grabbed the red, I'm going to grab the wild again. And last but not least, we grab our final wild. And now we can go to Miami. One of the things I like the most about Ticket to Ride is the efficiency aspect. I only have 21 trains left. If I wanted to try to get the Vancouver to Montreal route, I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blacks, and then 6 is 11, and then another 6 is 17, and then 3 here is 20. You can also notice that the points on the Vancouver to Montreal ticket is 20. That is the fewest number of trains needed to complete the route. So I could, since I have 21 trains, still make this route. It will just be very challenging. So we'll try it. We'll go black. Should have drawn first. I usually always draw first in case the wild pops up. But I didn't that time. So we need whites. We need a bunch of the same here for Winnipeg to Sault Ste. Marie. And we need blacks to get from Sault Ste. Marie to Montreal. So I see a lot of yellows. I'm going to maybe focus on yellows to get from Winnipeg to Sault Ste. Marie. But I'm going to grab that black since it popped up. Got lucky off the top with that black. And since we need so many cards, I'm just going to draw off the top instead of grabbing the wild. And we're pretty much just going to ignore the rest of the tutorial as we try to complete. Oh, we got screwed. So there's no way I can make that route now. I don't have enough trains. You can see 3 to Calgary, 4 to Helena, 4 to Winnipeg, and then 6 to Sault Ste. Marie and 5 to Montreal is 11, 19, 22. So I don't have enough trains. I'm going to lose 20 points. So at this stage, I would rather focus on getting long routes, or claiming long routes for points, or getting new tickets and trying to get points that way. Since I've got a pretty good East Coast network, I'm going to grab new tickets. And hopefully we can get lucky. They're all on the West Coast. How unfortunate. And I have to pick at least one ticket. I'll grab that one. Because I should be able to complete it. But I ran out of time. The game ends when someone has fewer than 3 trains left. Marge is at 0. So I get one more turn. I'm not going to be able to do much with it. Didn't have enough time to connect to Los Angeles. So we got beaten by the tutorial. I can't post this. It's embarrassing. At the end of the game, you get a 10-point bonus if you have the longest connected train. And that went to Marge as well. So Marge thoroughly thrashed us because we got greedy, trying to go across the top of the map and down the East Coast. Ticket Ride is a great game. It's one of my favorites, and now that you know what not to do, go out and get it. It's on Steam, it's on Android, it's on iPhone. It's a great game. Don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. You can find Cheese Viking games all over the web at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and cheesevikinggames.com.